This is MRN Motorsports Monday, built by the Home Depot. Here's Marty and Woody.
Well, our last guest said a win is a win is a win, and you'll take him any way you can get him. Tim George Jr. in the ARCA Series is probably saying the same thing after he went to victory lane in that number 31 RCR Development Chevrolet to get his first win in the ARCA Series that was shortened by fog. Yes, fog in the Pocono area over the weekend. And Tim George Jr., congratulations and welcome to the program, man.
Yeah, thanks a lot. It was really awesome to get there, and I'm just reading through some press this morning right now, and I didn't realize, what a milestone it was, not only for my career, but also to be a part of, a third victory there for RCR, and the other two only coming from Earnhardt. So that's a pretty cool deal.
So there's a delay in the race, and then finally you get back out on track, but nobody really knows when this thing is going to end or if it's going to end. So did you come in with a strategy, or was this, let's just go hell-bent for election and see what happens?
Well, the guys on our pit team are awesome. They train really hard, just as I do. I'm working out in the gym, mountain biking, cycling, whatever it is to get my fitness where I need to be. My guys have been working really hard in the pit stop to get their skill set up to be able to do those quick. And, it's a full development team. It's not like we had Harvick's pit crew over there, busting off 10-second stops. We have our own guys. Once in a while, we will get some of them, but we have our own guys. And we did some amazing stuff there on pit lane. We took 4 tires right at the end there, and the 36 took 2. We did it in about the same time, and I was able to get out right behind them. And I had that little extra confidence with that grip there. Just drove it, just sailed it off in turn 1 and went back to the power and didn't lift. And,
wow.
He went to block me, actually, down low. And, I went for the move down low, but I knew the car was good up top, and I had a feeling he was going to try to block, and just went to the outside and drove around him.
That almost sounds like one of those Days of Thunder moments. Did anybody say in your ear, you can hold it?
Yeah, and the other deal was I was driving it so deep in turn 1. I was freaking myself out when I got by Ty Dillon. It was my teammate. Mm-hmm. I went low in 3 and kind of let it slide up to the wall. And then literally, if other drivers are listening to this, I didn't even get out of the throttle until the caution light in turn 1, way past the 1. I barely got that corner done that lap.
Man, that's awesome. And
your first win too. That also has to be a real motivating factor to get that out of the way. Yes, you want to celebrate and you want to make that something that you're not forgetting, but you're also on the way up in this series. You kind of want to get that behind you, right? And so you can move on, get the second and third wins.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I was in the gym on Sunday morning before even going back to celebrating a little bit, running and, getting right back to focus. And, that's definitely the plan. The monkey's off our back now. It was kind of always there. The question mark was like, is this guy ever going to win? It was there for me. Am I ever going to win? I've been consistently running up front, consistently fast in the late model and the ARCA car. And it's finally starting to, the results are finally starting to reflect the effort, and that's awesome for the guys too, because they spend so much time away from their families on the road working on these cars, and to not be able to say that you're a winner. Everyone loves to race, but you're there hopefully, to do the deal, to win, put on a show for the fans. And if that's not happening, it wears on you so much more. It just almost erases away all those long hours and all those nights away from family and random hotel beds. It almost makes it worth it.
Absolutely. And you mentioned getting right back at it. You don't have much time to breathe on this one. Friday, you're right back in action at Michigan, and appropriately enough, the Rain Eater Wiper Blades 200. What are you expecting there? Big track, lots of speed.
Yeah, we were really good there in testing. I hit on something this year. Intermediate tracks had really been my Achilles heel. And, we hit on something in testing, I guess, at Chicago is when I really woke up to intermediate tracks, and I just got the car working, got it low enough. Honestly, it's easier to drive these cars fast than it is slow once that light bulb goes on. I was talking to Parker Klingerman last night. We were sitting there eating a little, or he was eating, and I was having a beer.
There you go.
But we were talking about it, and, I asked him because it clicked so quick for him in the ARCA car early, and I'm like, man, I'm just starting now to really understand how that side force feels and, really understand that. And I was talking to him about the differences with the truck. He obviously finished second there.
Yeah.
It's just a pretty good run for him. And we were just talking about getting the car down and how much more it works, when everything's traveling the way it should. And we've adjusted our camber so different right now from last year that, we're not having to put, extra help there in the camber because I'm getting it to do it on its own. So, the setups are really almost coming to us now.
Man, to get that first win is incredible. To do it at a Cup Series track in front of a lot of people, that's also got to be kind of the cherry on top. Tim, thanks so much for your time. We really appreciate it. Good luck at the Irish Hills. It should be an interesting race.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I appreciate you guys having me on, and hopefully be on again soon for some other good news.
There you go. That's
absolutely.
All right.
Tim George Jr., the winner in ARCA.